What's happening? What's happening? What's happening, everybody? Appreciate you for joining us over here at the Chop Shop. What's good? Let me turn down that. What's happening? What's happening? Merry Christmas to everybody out there in Chop Shop land. Appreciate y'all for coming by and joining us for this Christmas special. If you haven't heard, we're gonna go ahead and kick it right off. There's been multiple reports of James Harden returning possibly next year in free agency. And it's kind of it depends on how you looking at it. Is if it's a good thing or a bad thing. I know we got a lot of Harden fans that's still in Houston, and then we have some people that's not. He kind of rubbed the organization and a lot of the fans the wrong way, should I say, before he left. Really, really soured. I would say he really soured a lot of people on him, if they was even borderline on him and still hanging with him. He he really divided the fan base to where a lot of people either hate him or love him. Like either they want him nothing else to do with him, or they love him so much that they'll welcome back with open arms. And if you haven't been anywhere like on news media, I know it's Christmas and hopefully everybody is enjoying their time with their families. But if you haven't been paying attention, man, there's been a lot of noise about this. Woj even dropped a bomb saying that it's reported that he is very, very, very open to coming back. So, with that being said, me personally, I'll go first. I know y'all all got something y'all want to say about this. Me personally, I don't want him back. Like, if we're gonna have to give him like a max contract, like 4 years, 100, 200, almost $180 million. Nah, I don't want Harden for that. But if he's coming back like 2 years, 40 million, player option, he, the one thing we complained about all year we complained about that we don't have a true point guard. So unless you are just a diehard KPJ fan and where you think he's better than Harden right now, what grounds do you have standing on saying that you don't want Harden back? Like, is it just preference? Because I know my reasons, or is it he's not a leader? He's washed. I done heard a whole bunch of different type of negative comments towards Harden as far as him coming back here and how bad of a taste he left in everybody's mouths whenever he left. So it's kind of it's kind of I'm still on the fence. I really don't want him back, but I don't know how much longer I can really watch this team operate without a true point. Well, now I won't say a true point guard, a point guard or efficient ball handler that makes good decisions with the ball. I think if a guy come here, makes good decisions with the ball, able to get Jabari open. Remember PJ Tucker and how many open threes, catch and shoot threes on in the corner that Jabari, I think he'll knock most of them down. We all said that Jalen Green needs somebody to probably set him up to get his looks when he's having rough stretches. I think Harden realizes. I'm just playing devil's advocate. I think Harden probably realizes he's on the lower end right now. And we see he really don't be looking to score like that old James Harden when he was here. So I think he can really just come in and facilitate he'll he's gonna organize everybody, get everybody right. He's gonna make sure the shot distribution is correct. Now he's not old school Harden, but this version of James Harden is still a top 25, top 30 player. Are we in a position to say no? We can't get a top 30 player, and like we don't want a top 30 player. And I know it's James Harden. Like I said, I'm not just keen to the idea of bringing James Harden back. But if we just gonna look at stylistically on the court, can it be really that bad of a thing if he's not really hurting our cap room? I think mostly, as long as he's not hurting our cap room, I think we'll be able to still move forward and with the rebuild. Because remember, we're not giving up nothing probably to get him. He's coming in free agency, so we're not losing. Jabari and Jalen Green this team still can be intact. So, with that being said, with this team still being intact, I'm looking more of like, if Harden comes, do you really think Harden is going to come to play with this version of the Rockets? I don't. I think we got some assets. We got some picks. It's really like, we can collect all these assets and picks and try to move to get him a second star here. Because it's hard for me personally to imagine, even though James Harden is older, it's hard for me to imagine that he's gonna come here alone and he's gonna become a point guard on a tanking team. No, I think we're gonna have to make some moves to at least be competitive. So, with that being said, it's another avenue that we gotta explore, to where we have to think maybe we do trade some of the guys, some young guys, to come over here and play, to get a returning star or mid star or second fiddle type star over here to play with James Harden. Because I just don't see James Harden just calling it quits, saying, okay, I'm done. I'm 33, I'm 34. I'm not going to never win a championship. Yeah, I'm going to go back home to the rebuilding Rockets. I don't think that's going to happen. If Harden come here, you know how Harden is. He's going to demand somebody to be here to help him play with him. Jalen Green is not going to be enough. Jabari Smith is not going to be enough. Now, me personally, I think if they do this and we sign Harden back, I believe that we're probably just punting on this rebuild, saying it's not that good, it's not going that great. Let's push the panic button, get James Harden back over here, to get some lights back up, to get some seats back in the arena, to get people talking about Houston again, whether it's negatively or positively. We need some buzz around this team. We need to sell some tickets. We've been tanking. We need to do all this. Bring him in. He still got star power. He still, will sell seats. This is his second home. He still got family here. He still got people that love him here. Bring him back. And let's line our pocketbooks real quick, because we've been not doing well financially as a team. Now, this could be a money play. So, another reason why I think if we bring Harden and he wants a second star, like Frank said before, the most valuable asset we have right now is this upcoming draft, because it is very, very deep in stock in players, to where you can almost put a hat in and bring out Wemby or bring out Scoot. So if we bring in another star, I'm pretty sure they're going to want this pick. Now, so is all of this worth getting Harden? Is all of this worth getting Harden? I don't know. See, if it's not a lot of assets, a lot of picks to get a second star, maybe we get Miles Turner. We're gonna go over free agent list in a minute, and we're gonna see who the potential second star we can bring back over here in a Harden type. I mean, to trade to go for with a second dude to ride with Harden as a Batman, or maybe he end up being the Robin. We gonna look at that. We gonna look at that. Matter of fact, hold on. Let me go ahead and take care of some business and get some business straight and get some business together. My bad, I got a little sniffles, a little cold, man. This cold getting to me a little bit. But ain't gonna stop it. I'm gonna keep on rocking. Keep on rocking. Like we always do, I gotta holler at the subscribers and the new memberships of the Chop Shop. Appreciate everybody. Let's get it. Let's get it. Leanne Fisher, appreciate you for subscribing to the Chop Shop. B-Boy, appreciate you for subscribing as well. Skelter63, appreciate you for subscribing to the Chop Shop, my man. Fred Gibson, appreciate you for subscribing to the Chop Shop. Chris Strange TV, appreciate you for subscribing to the Chop Shop. Myth the Legend, 666666666. Appreciate you for subscribing to the Top Chop Shop, man. Teach Zilla, appreciate you for subscribing. Let's see, Danny Dopamine, appreciate you for subscribing. All right, let's get to the memberships. Appreciate your YouTube. Your average YouTube friend. Appreciate you for subscribing to our membership package over here at the Chop Shop, my man. Appreciate you. Lil Rec, appreciate you for renewing your membership. Umut, appreciate you for becoming a member as well. Josh Francis, appreciate you for subscribing. Let's see. Is that everybody? Alex Strong. Okay, Alex Strong. Appreciate you too. Let's get it. Let's see who in the chat with us. Let's get it. Holla at your boy. Here we go. Let's see. Brandon Simpson. Big B. What's happening, Big B? What's poppin'? Appreciate you for joining us. Watch the film. What's good? Watch the film. Chet Man, what's happening? Chet Man, what's good? MF. Why y'all give me these crazy names? I don't know this language, but I think it's Turkish. He says, greetings from Turkey. Let me show y'all, so y'all won't think I'm tripping. MF, greetings from Turkey. Appreciate you, MF. Let's see. Brendan, appreciate you, Brendan. Let's see. Red Nation Blogger, appreciate you for joining us, Red Nation Blogger. Eagles 22, appreciate you, Eagles 22. Al Comedy or AI Comedy, appreciate you for joining us over here at the Chop Shop. Let's see. Sigga Miggs, what's good, Sigga Miggs? You know how we do it over here, Sigga Miggs. Swaggy D, what's happening, Swaggy D? Alan Luna, what's good, Alan Luna? M. Pipkin, what's good, M. Pipkin? Appreciate you for joining us over here at the Chop Shop. Ricky Beavers, what's happening, Ricky Beavers? Appreciate you for joining us, brother. Let's see who else we got in here with us. Usagami, what's happening, Usagami? Frank, what's happening, Frank? Let me know if you need to come in, Frank. I'll drop the link for you. Matter of fact, I'm going to be dropping links here for everybody to come up. You know, this is going to be more of a different platform. I'm going to start going, like, I'm going to let y'all come up, start talking, give it over, you know, give y'all own takes. I can't be I'm not gonna be able to keep up so much with the chat, be so chat focused and oriented. So we're gonna have to, if you want to get your chat really highlighted, we're gonna have to be you know, you can't game the system. We're gonna have to use the super chat, whatever, 99 cents, whatever. If you really want me to go ahead and pay attention to your chat. So, but I am gonna drop the link. So if you wanna be here and you wanna be heard, I prefer you come up and give off the take yourself. So if you don't, then if you rather use the chat, go ahead and drop a super chat and I will get that for sure. You heard. Appreciate you. So let me know. I'm going to go ahead and, matter of fact, while I'm on something, me and Frank, we've been going over the numbers, right? I'm going to get on my soapbox a little bit. We've been going on the numbers and the analytics, right? Our subscribers and our watch time from subscribers and likes and everything. We have a whole lot of people sitting around here soaking up our content because it's always, accounted for. Everything, everybody come here, you're accounted for. They soaking up our content and not subscribing. Like, what is it that we are doing for you to be here watching, our minutes and hours of our content, but you're not clicking the button to subscribe? Now, as a content creator or anything that anybody ever done, we don't ask, for nothing. The least you can do is subscribe and like our videos. And that help us grow tremendously. So don't think I'm just one person. We can actually do a experiment. And I can tell everybody to hit the like button. Watch how many more likes it goes up and watch how many more people come to this platform to watch the content. So you can engage with other people. I could be doing something else. I could be doing whatever I want to, but I'm sitting here in front of you giving y'all an outlet and giving most people. Now, I know, like, we'll have 70, 80 people here and only 10 people in the chat talking, and that's fine. But at least hit the like button for us. Hit the like button, because y'all can blow us up. Y'all can let us go viral if y'all just hit the like button. And we can move on and prosper. Just hit the like button or subscribe to the channel. Like, there's no reason why 60% of our normal people that come here and watch are not subscribed. I wouldn't think that would be that high. Like, we got like 40% of people that regularly watch our channel that subscribe. The other 60% are just people just eye watching. So do us a favor. And hit the like button and subscribe if you're really rocking with us like that. Appreciate it. So let me get off my soapbox. Nah, but that's just how it is. So that's just how it is. Like I said, like and subscribe and hit the notification. Here we go. Now, we gonna hop over. Like I said, there's some free agents, and Harden, we don't believe he's gonna come here alone. Let's see. Some. Now, I only got like the first 10 people. Like, I'm not for the city, and it's quite a bit, but some of them are irrelevant. So I'm not gonna sit there and just go through the whole list. But these are the noticeable free agents that's available for us to get to come here and play with Harden. Let's see. Russell Westbrook. No, y'all don't want Russell Westbrook back. Chris Middleton. Of course, James Harden. Kyrie Irving. Porzingis. Kevin Love. D'Angelo Russell. Nikola Vucevic. Draymond Green. Fred Van Vliet, Harrison Barnes, Jeremy Grant, Miles Turner, Bogdan Bogdanovic. Who do y'all see? Who are y'all willing to trade some draft stock or some young players out of this list? These are basically the heavyweights. Out of this list, who do y'all like? Who do y'all feel like we can bring here and pair with Harden and be a competitive team? You know, let me know. I'm looking at it and I think Fred Van Vliet, but Harden gonna run the point. So if Harden's gonna come, do we want to see him and Chris Middleton? Probably. Chris Middleton has been kind of hurt lately. I don't think that's a bad pairing. You know, in a vacuum, Chris Middleton can catch and shoot. He's plays pretty good defense. He actually can. He's a closer. We seen him close for Giannis before, and maybe he could do the same for your boy James Harden. You never know. Do we want the Kyrie Irving headache? Do we want everything that comes with Kyrie? Now James Harden and Kyrie, we ain't really see them. They worked out pretty good in Brooklyn, but do we want to be that? Kristaps Porzingis, do we see a role for him here? Kevin Love, D'Angelo Russell, Nikola Vucevic, no. Draymond Green. Draymond Green come back and play with Harden. Do you think that's possible? Wouldn't that be a weird dynamic? Wouldn't that be weird? Draymond Green come over here and plays with James Harden. I think that'll be weird. I think that'll be very weird. Like, hold on, my little thing is not working. Let me see. Why is that not working? Let's see. Trying to get to y'all comments. One more thing not working. Let's see. Give me a minute. Alright. Alright, there we go. It's working now. Let's get back to it. My bad. Let's get back to it. Here we go. Let's see what y'all gotta say over here. Let's see what y'all gotta say. Here we go. Swagger D says Wemby and Scoot got star potential. If you had to land the top two, you don't need Harden. Okay, I hear you. Brendan says Jabari can become great. Jalen needs to clean up his finishing, consistency, but should become a star. Kevin Martin Jr. has been playing great. Sengun definitely a keeper. Replace Knicks with JC. Okay, you don't have nothing to say about the Harden trade. We kind of trying to keep it on this Harden coming back. We kind of trying to keep it on topic with the Harden. Let's see. Brendan says Harden is a baller, but he wants it his way or the highway. He put up the peace sign and dipped. Damian Lillard never did that. I would rather have these kids develop and get another draft pick. Okay, I hear that. That's valuable. You know, do you think you seen it? I mean, do you think Harden brings nothing to the table, Brendan? Do you think he brings nothing? Like, you seen how, I don't know if you're a KPJ fan or not, but you seen how KPJ ran the offense. You don't think Harden can be a little better than that? So, if Harden didn't even come, I would say we need Fred VanVleet. For sure, I would take a stab at Fred VanVleet. Miles Turner, I think we can use Miles Turner. Harrison Barnes or possibly. We are kind of missing a 3. Yeah, we're gonna be getting older, but we'll be gaining more experience. I think Stone. Well, your boy Tillman probably is starting to put some pressure on the organization to build and construct a competent team. At least not really like we can't keep just losing and being the bottom every year. Nobody wants that. So maybe we starting to see a little bit of pressure starting to put on the front office. Now, I don't know if Silas will be here to do this. If Harden comes back, maybe Silas gets fired. I don't know how that dynamic will work, but I think Harden probably can run his offense. But yeah, that's an interesting dynamic as well. Sigga Mig says, I'm worried about some of his bad habits rubbing off on the young guys. Yeah, I hear you. I hear you on that. No doubt. But 2 years? 2 years? Like, you know what? I never heard him really being just, an awful teammate. I think he do work hard where he used to work hard, and at least they'll have somebody there that's been on an MVP level to show him, or at least tell him how to get to that level or where he even messed up at. Maybe he's humbling himself by coming back to the Rockets. Maybe he's humbling himself. Alan Luna says, nope, getting Harden means the majority of the team is getting moved. Okay, I hear you. So, out of everything up here, bro, like, which one of these guys do y'all prefer? Tari Eason, what's happening, Tari Eason? Jonas Cole Pepper, appreciate you for joining us over here, Jonas. Here we go. Let me know. I want to know who y'all see on this list that y'all will rock with. Sleep Party 11. What's happening? Appreciate your $5 super chat, man. He says, Merry Christmas, Chop Shop. I would take Harden, no doubt. He earned it. What else would we salary towards? Yeah, like we got to spend this money. It is a cap. Even though it's a cap on the top, it is a cap on the bottom as well. You got to go into the league, into the next season, spending with a certain amount of cap on your roster, basically, on your ledger. Like, so we are going to have to spend some money. Definitely. So, who do you think we should spend that money on? Out of those guys I just showed you, like Kevin Love, Miles Turner, D'Angelo Russell, which guys you think could come in and actually fit? Draymond Green. Like, even if you get Harden, if you put a Draymond Green in there, that kind of off-balance the leadership and the lack of leadership that's missing. And Harden, he's not going to come here to be, I don't think he can. You see that guy up there in the highlights, 13, Houston? He's not that guy no more. And we seen him, he just been really facilitating a lot. So, like, as far as just, we need the, okay. Like I said, I'm going to play devil's advocate. The least we could do, if we judging our young guys, our young core, we need somebody to maximize them. Now, leave Harden out. Let's think of what he could do for them. He can really, really sleep on 11. Super chat at $2. Appreciate you, my man. I'm gonna get to you in a minute. Right when I finish up with your other question. What did? Okay, you said you would take Harden, no doubt he earned it. Yeah, but look at how he would. If these guys can't hit open shots and find their rhythm with a true point guard as now he's kind of a hybrid, but he make true point guard type of plays. If these guys can't feed off of Harden, then this whole notion that we need a true point guard will be trash. Because Harden is that guy. So we can use Harden to come in and actually facilitate and judge the other guys and see how well they play with a true point guard like this. And do we need this mode going forward? Because we know James Harden is not going to be here a long time. So now we get James Harden in here and get a guy true point guard and somebody that can play similar to James Harden to take his spot. We won't miss a beat. Now we know what we need to go get in the next 2026 draft or the 2027 draft, something like that, 2025 draft, 2026 draft, something like that. So if these guys are up to it, we would know because we'll have somebody that's a offensive creator there to do almost everything, to create everything. Y'all just got to get open, hit open shots. So, yeah, man. It's something to think about. You can also judge your other guys with Harden. So Sleep R11 also says 20 assists other night. Has our team hit 20? No. That's what I'm saying. He is the dude that's going to set the table. This is what James Harden is right now. He is the quintessential point guard that we all come in here night game in and game out and says that we need. He just is. Daniel Mendoza, appreciate you for subscribing, brother. Thank you. Appreciate you for subscribing. Joining the community over here. So have at it, brother. Have at it in the chat. You feeling even comfortable? You can join the membership. And the link is in the description if you want to join our membership here over at the Chop Shop. You see the guys with the little stars, balls, and logos at the end? That's our membership privilege, and you will recognize you by that with a membership, and you get a custom emojis and everything you can use in the chat to stand out in the chat. Tip, I do see the memberships messages first. They stick out. They stick out, so it is a sort of an advantage when I'm hunting and looking. You know what I'm saying? But yeah. Let's see. Frank FJ58, appreciate that. Frank says, do we keep silence if Harden comes? I would say. See, that's funny. That's funny. That's funny, Frank, because I would say no, but I don't know. Is Silas showing us all his tricks? Do Silas, is Silas showing all his tricks because KPJ is not a true point guard? So is he dumbing down his offense? Now, we did see him and Luka put on amazing numbers. Now, this version of Harden, he's almost like Luka. A little bit slower, a little bit more craftier. He's not that guy he plays like Luka. He's a slow-footed Luka right now. He's a 6'6" Luka. Almost weighs the same pounds as Luka. Plays the same way. So, give or take, that is kind of can he fit that mold and become, I don't know. That team wasn't special, but we talking about prime Luka, and this not prime Luka. This Dollar General James Harden. You know what I'm saying, Frank? So I would have to think maybe Harden would do. I mean, he picked Lucas, but he was out the door, so that's not much credibility. And is Silas an alpha? Is he gonna make Harden do what he want? He's already talking about, oh, I'm trying to get KPJ to do it, but they not doing it. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, that's kind of a hard. That's kind of a hard thing, but because they styles fit each other. But I would have to say, if I'm willing to bet, Harden ain't gonna be satisfied with this. Harden won't be satisfied with Silas. You need somebody that's gonna command it from Harden. Sleep Party 11 super chatted $2. He says Harden could bring in a top tier coach. Really? Could he? Could he? I mean, like y'all say, he's not what he used to be. Could he? I mean, maybe he could. But what type top tier coaches out there? You want D'Antoni back? Because if anything, I'd say he want to bring D'Antoni back. If anything, he wanted him over there in Philly. He wanted him over there in Philly. If anything, y'all want to go through this? Y'all want to go through this again? Y'all want to go through this Mike D'Antoni, James Harden love affair again? I don't think so. I think if Mike D'Antoni was come here and try to get his offense going here, that's going to stunt everybody's growth that we've seen. Jalen Green, you think he's stood in the corner then? He's going to stand in the corner now. Jabari, he's going to be standing in the corner. And then they're going to ask them to play defense to overlap Harden's deficiencies on the defensive end. So now everybody in the starting lineup got to play harder because on defense, because Harden and Jalen Green mix, is that a good defensive backcourt? Got to think about it. Is that a good defensive backcourt that a coach be like, they high-powered offensively. That's why we'll have to bring in somebody like Miles Turner. Or that's like just a good rim protector. Now, this moves the goalpost. Sengun's, his role is going to be so limited. I don't know what y'all think about this. Sengun's role is going to be so diminished with Harden coming back here. Harden's going to create everything. So you Sengun lovers and also Harden lovers, y'all might be coming at a crossroad pretty soon. Sengun, we bring in Harden, is obsolete. What is Sengun going to do with Harden? What is Harden going to do with Sengun? He can't shoot threes. He can't catch alleys. He's just going to be in the way. You gotta know, Harden to come here and turn Bruno into a star. Harden come here, Sengun is he's a byproduct. He's wasteful. You gotta think about that. Are y'all ready to give up Sengun? Because I'm pretty sure he is not gonna be happy. He's not gonna be happy at all. Because he's gonna be useless. He's really gonna be useless. Maybe he can screen for Harden and try to get so Harden can get a 3-point shot, but Sengun's role is gonna be very diminished. Yusugami says Jalen Green gonna be standing in the corner all day. Yeah, for real. Bumper says Harden and Barnes. Okay, you want Barnes? I hear you. Scotty, he nice. He all right. I mean Scotty. Harrison, he's seasoned. He's seasoned. He know what it takes to win. Sleep Party 11, he says a playoff backcourt. Frank says Sengun probably gone. Yeah, he might be gone, bro. Like, what is Sengun's use with Harden? We ain't gonna need him. Sheezy says Harden can play defense when he puts in the effort. Even now, go watch a little. Yeah, man, I done been down that road before. You said can play defense when he wants to, when he puts in the effort. When is that gonna be? Like, I'm not saying he don't, because I used to argue the same points. He do when he wants to. How often do we want to? Is it a possibility or a probability? Possibilities, anything can happen. Anything's possible. But what's the probability? You know, a lot of people like even the draft. You get the possibilities over the probabilities. You get the guys that know it's a possibility. Yeah, it's a possibility. We can get Wemby. But look at the probability. That's more of the realist outlook. Probability, he's not going to come in every day and try to play defense easy. You know that. You know that. Alan Luna says, I'm saying if they bring Harden, they only keeping 2 or 3 of our current roster. Yeah, I agree. Tony M says Bruno will be a regular season star. You ain't lying. That's what I'm saying. He'll turn Bruno into a guard. Not much. He won't do much for Sengun. He'll only hurt Sengun coming in. Cheesy says Sengun not leaving. Okay, keep thinking that, brother. Have you looked at the Frank's video about the top 5 teams? I mean, the top lower teams that's been bottom like 5 years in a row. And look how many draft picks they kept by the time they was able to compete in the playoffs. Go check. You'll be surprised. A lot of these guys don't stay. Goyo Falcone says Green should be used the same way they use Curry off the ball. Yeah, but we need a coach to bring in and install that system. And Jalen Green have worked with Steph Curry in high school. You know. Sean Moore says, go sound like you talking about making hot dogs a cheap booty and Sengun equals a byproduct. He is. He'll be a byproduct. He'll just be extra. You know, he'll just be extra chilling in the corner, like cut, chilling. What would he do? With Harden there, what would he do? He can't catch alleys. He can't shoot threes. He's a byproduct. He just be extra weight. And you know what we do with extra weight? We get rid of it, dump it, trade it for something that we need more valuable. Sengun becomes a bargaining chip at that point. Frank says Sengun and Harden will be sexy offense. 2 super smart passes. Yeah, you right. But I think you just have to. I don't know what how Harden would use Sengun. It'll be your turn, my turn. You set up, I set up. Harden don't cut. Harden don't move. When Harden got the ball, Sengun ain't gonna cut. He ain't gonna move. So they will be like your turn, my turn. Okay, your turn, my turn, sort of thing. But you never know. Here we go. Sheezy says, true. I've been seeing them play some D this year. That's all I'm saying. Yeah, you right. I seen them play defense. I've seen them play defense. But that's not the norm. You know, that's not the norm for James Harden. Usually he's like an Olay. He's a matador. And anybody got the ball is a bull. And he's just letting them go by. You know. J-Mon M says Rockets are a fool if they think this time will be different with Harden. See, the thing is, I think they are so down bad that they will allow that. We down bad, bro. They just see a rebuild. When you rebuilding, everything's don't work out how you think it will. Like you just don't. Okay, I'm rebuilding. I'm a draft. I get the draft picks. I get them here. We lose 3 years in a row. Boom. Those draft picks I got, they take us to the playoffs. Those same draft picks eventually lead us to the promised land in the championship. That's not how it works. Like Golden State has in their success kind of convoluted like the ideas of how you really win championships in this league. That's not how you win championships in this league usually. Usually you trade, you get assets, you trade them off, you work your way up, you penny pinch here when you can, so when it's time you can spend big. You just don't look up and just draft 4 Hall of Famers. And I think that's how a lot of people think, oh, we got all these draft picks, we gonna get 4 Hall of Famers out of this draft pick. No, it don't happen like that. You can name off whole drafts with no Hall of Famers in it. The whole draft was just trash. So there's no guarantees. So that's why when you get the amount of assets you get, you cash in while they their highest. And when something comes up available, you'll have being, prime position because I kept these stocks and these assets to where now I see something that's available, boom, I can go get it, and now I'm up, and now I'm back on track where I need to go. More than half the guys that's here is not going to be here, even if Harden come here or not. When we ready to win, these guys not going to be here. It usually don't happen like that. That's like a Cinderella story in basketball. Don't happen like that. Usually you don't draft that well to draft 4 Hall of Famers. You know what I'm saying? That's just how it is. Goyo Falcone says Harden would be a bad example to the guys. I would stay away from Harden. I hear you, but this goes back to the coddling thing, I think. Can't coddle these guys. They young. I mean, they young, but they old enough to make their own decisions. Support system. You got the right support system around you, no matter what the guys in the locker room doing. You ain't gonna go do that. So we can't put we can't make Harden responsible for another man's behavior. These guys getting cash a check just like Harden. They ain't interns. You can't manipulate them and says, oh, you got to do this because they ain't hazing them. They ain't going, you know what I'm saying? They ain't got no leverage over them. Harden ain't got no leverage on them. Be like, hey, you coming to the club, peer pressure, yeah. But if you got they always had peer pressure. These guys, they've been having peer pressure. They should know how to respond to peer pressure. So I'm not going to let them cop out and say, oh, Harden will spoil these guys. These guys got to know better. Clip says we could benefit from a 15-plus assist Harden, not a 30-plus Harden. I agree. Pope Platinum Beats, what's happening? He says Harden said that report didn't come from him. Oh, you know how the media go, bro. You know how the media go. Oh, it wasn't me. I didn't say it. Yeah, you did. He said it. Oh, it's a Chicago report, 30 for 30. Come to find out, he did say it. I don't believe Harden nothing Harden says. You know what I'm saying? I really don't believe nothing Harden says. And half of 25% of what the media say. I know it's all lies, clickbait, and this and that. But if you ever learn anything about the NBA, they all smoke and mirrors. It's like they let the truth get out, but then it's all smoke and mirrors. Just so like tampering and stuff like that won't be able to happen and this and that. But stuff like this, it don't come out of nowhere. You remember when everybody was saying, oh, Harden, he ain't getting traded. Harden ain't gonna get traded. He want to be here. Harden came out and said, I'm a Houston Rocket. I love being a Rocket. I'm a die Rocket. I'm here and I'm all in for the 2021 season. And then what happened? 2 weeks later, he throwing a pout on the bench who don't want to go back into the game and says this is unfixable. You know what I'm saying? These reports, they be really legitimate reports half the time, unless you're talking about posturing and drafts, draft and who's gonna pick who and stuff like that. That's different. But when a player they have like real concerns and stuff like this get out. It's some momentum where it's coming from. Everything is not just fake news. Like it's some momentum gaining from somewhere with this. They not just sitting around and saying, "Oh, let's just make up a story about James Harden going back to." Oh, James Harden, he don't want to leave Brooklyn. He cool. Where he at now? Philadelphia. So I don't believe nothing Harden say, brother. You know what I'm saying? I don't believe nothing Harden say. Let's see. Big B, Ghost, that's Harden free agency look nice now. Plus, our salary cap will allow us to get another high caliber free agent. That's what I'm saying. Miles Turner. I think Harden to make Miles Turner look good too. I think Harden to make Miles Turner look good. I don't think Miles Turner is our long-term answer at center. But, yeah. Why not, bro? Like, if it's not going to give us, if we're not going to lose, our draft positioning and all that, we don't even have a pick after Harden could come in, it ain't going to even affect our draft hierarchy or where we land. We ain't gonna be trying to tank next year. You know what I'm saying? Like, we got the two cornerstones. We got Harden, a true point guard. Then let's just roll it out. We got a big in Miles Turner or whoever you think. We roll them out there. Let's see what we got. It ain't gonna hurt nothing next year. It ain't gonna hurt. It ain't gonna hurt nothing next year for him to really be here. Sigga Mig says everyone at the time was going hard and gone, bro. What you mean? What you mean by that? Frank says Harden trying to get paid and not be pushed. Houston tried to throw $50 million at him in 2020. His mission is to secure the bag. Yeah, you got to think about that. We the only team we got the most money. We can definitely pay him. We can definitely pay him. So he could be looking for the bag. He could be looking for the bag, and we just next up. We just next up. Pope Platinum B says Durant talked him into Brooklyn. True, but he was trying to go. He was trying to go. Frank saying what's stopping him from leaving again? Exactly. What's stopping him? Let me know. Ain't nothing stopping him from leaving again. Bumper says he's using his leverage. Yeah. He really is. Tony M says, and there's plenty of film showing the superstar nut up in the playoffs. Yep, he do that. Emmanuel Ben-Hur Arias, what's happening? He says Draymond going to punch KPJ. Draymond better chill out, better not be punching nobody, bruh. Draymond better chill and be still. He say Silas too. Sleep Art 11 says, true, Frank, his window is closing. Harden at this point of his career, he needs to make hard choices. You know how, man, look. Harden trying to come get the bag. But, like I said, we can use Harden as a gauge. Like, we can see how these guys really look next to a true point guard. We can see these guys, how they function, can they learn proper plays, and because Harden gonna set them up. Harden gonna set him up, so we can kind of use him as a measuring stick for the other guys and say, hey, we need this type of guy going forward because blah blah blah. They did this, break down the numbers and look like that was they need a guy like Harden, or not. We need somebody else. We can play it through Sengun then. So it's options. Larry Tenier Senior, what's happening? He says that pregame outfit today looked like one of the Monster Inc. characters. You ain't lying. Bro had on pink and blue and all kinds of tassels and stuff. Like what was that going on? What was that going on? He looked like Kanye West at first. I thought he was Kanye West. Like he got a deal or something. He coming back. Leandro Castro, he says Harden is coming back. He just might, bro. He might be coming back, Leandro. Stay tuned. Sigga Mig says when Harden said this situation is unfixable. Yeah, you're right. Sheezy says Willie Cauley-Stein. What is up with Willie Cauley-Stein, man? Like, y'all boys been bringing up Willie Cauley-Stein pretty regular over here. Like, what is up? What is up with y'all really like feeling Willie Cauley-Stein? Let me know. I'm about to drop the link, man. I'm about to drop the link so y'all can come up. Whoever want to come up and drop the link. All right? I didn't pay too much attention to the chat, so y'all gotta come up and give it to me and let people know. We're gonna use the platform as it's tended to be. I'm gonna drop the link. Mic check 1 2. Okay. Let me get the link. Alright. Alright, people. Here go the link. Y'all jump in here and let me know. Let me hear it from y'all mouth now. Like, If you wanna jump on, give your take off, hit the link. Come on up. What happened? What is that? Why did they do that? I messed up my what's name. What's up, Sigga Migs? What's good, brother? Merry Christmas to you. Can you hear me, Sigga?
Yo, Merry Christmas.
What's up, brother? Merry Christmas to you. Hold on, let me fix my camera real quick. That thing messed up my camera. Alright. What's happening, Sigga? You alright?
Yeah, doing good.
Alright. Now what's your take? What's your take on this?
Tuesday.
Already. What's your take on this Harden situation, brother?
I think that the negatives outweigh the positives. Like I can see so many ways of this going wrong. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like I don't know. It'll just throw a wrench in this whole rebuild process. And like you said, I don't believe what Harden says. Like, does he really want to be here because he likes the team, or it's just leverage to get a better payday from the Sixers?
Okay, put yourself in Harden's shoes. Do you think you will be willingly open at 34, 30, almost be 35, and come back to a rebuilding squad without having previously winning a championship?
See, that's the thing. If he's still ring chasing, no, like you don't go to a rebuilding team if he's still hunting for that ring.
Right. So that's why I'm under the impression that I don't think he's done ring chasing. I just think he sees, hey, look, I've been in Houston. They got everything. They kowtow me, they bow down and worship me while I was there. Now they got everything that's needed. We got money, we got assets, we got young guys. Maybe I can go back over there, finesse them, and build me a contender over there.
That's the thing. He's gonna like so he leaves, and then the Rockets fix the problems they had. Like they had aging players, no draft like young talent to develop, and then through like what 3 years of rebuilding, they get like young talent, they get cap space, they get all this stuff, and Harden's gonna come here and ruin everything.
Yeah, I mean, but so I gotta play devil's advocate. So there's actually absolutely no positives to him coming here in your eyes.
The few positives I say would be definitely like running the offense, like and teaching the guys how to set the table for the other players, like teaching Jalen how to run the offense. But again, he'd like ruin the development. Like you said, it would make Sengun kind of useless since his skill sets doesn't really match with Harden's skill sets.
Right.
And
So
yeah,
yeah, I like I said, I think with him coming over, Shangoon is like spare parts.
yeah, like Sengun's minutes are already so limited. Like he's gonna get like no playing time if Harden
Yeah,
ever comes back.
because if we think KPJ needed a role big man, we definitely know James Harden need that role big man. And when James Harden plays 38 minutes a night. So you got to match up his minutes with the role big man. And that same role big man is going to be able to protect the rim because James Harden don't really play, like we said earlier with my man Sheezy, he plays in spurts defense. So you need that role big man to really be there to be a defensive deterrent on defense as well, not just be the lob threat. And Shangoon is, unfortunately, he's none of that.
Yeah, you're right. Like he would probably be having what's his name Bruno Fernando be the big man.
Yeah, like I said, Bruno, he'll turn Bruno into a star. Bruno will probably average 18 to 20 points when Harden get here, and
Yeah,
because he's gonna give him alleys, and he know
he's
how
gonna
to
make
use
him feel
that
like
type of
Clint Capella 2.0.
right. I think he'll use him. He'll use Bruno very very strategically, and he'll know how to set up Bruno. It's just Shangoon. I don't see how he will use Shangoon.
Yeah, and if the long term goal is to win a championship, how is like helping Bruno Fernando out gonna help get the championship to the city?
But see, the thing I will argue with the championship thing, if you looking at championship, why not to bring Harden here? I think you're a little bit too far into the future.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? Like I said, unless they bring Harden back and they just almost clean house and get other veterans and stuff to really upgrade the
Like they're gonna
team.
scrap the whole rebuild and just say, "Oh, we're just gonna build on
Right.
Harden
And we're gonna be
again."
competitive while we got Harden here.
And then when
And,
that fizzles out,
and then when
you
that
start
fills
getting
out,
draft
you
picks
got to
again.
think we still got Brooklyn picks in 2026, 7, and so they can restart another rebuild.
So you're saying that if Harden never comes back, like all the young guys like Jalen and Jabari, like that's not gonna beat anything through them. They're not gonna stay.
No, I think Jalen and Jabari will clearly stay. Now, what roles they will have, they'll be probably different, but I think he will maximize Jabari for sure. We know Harden. He's a setup guy. Like I said, all of those corner 3-pointers that Tucker took, that's
Is it
essentially
gonna be
would be
Jabari now?
Jabari. He'll get his shots, but is it stun his growth? Like is he
He's just gonna
still
be
gonna be
like relegated to that corner spot,
right?
like
He just
all
there.
the time.
Like it'll be stunting his growth in the long run probably. But like I was saying, maybe we just bring Harden back. I don't know. Like I don't know exactly how truthful these is, but when Woj reporting something, it's kind of got leverage. It got legs on it.
Yeah, you're right.
You know what I'm saying? Like
But where is he
Woj ain't
getting it
just gonna
from?
Woj bomb just to Woj bomb.
Like, do you think this is just like Harden's camp, like leaking things, trying to get things out there and get the
It could
rumor
be.
mill started?
It could be. But it could be legit. Like like we just laid out. Assets, money, a true path to where he can shape the future of our franchise for another 2 to 3 years with his ego and whatever you think he is.
That's the thing. I don't miss that. Like, I don't miss him dictating the front office. Like, oh, I want this guy. Oh, this guy sucks. Get me another guy. Oh, this guy sucks. Get me another guy. I did not miss that.
Right. Right. So it's gonna be. We all know what it is if you get Harden. We've been through the Harden era. We know how it is. It's not like he's coming to a brand new franchise and we don't know what to expect. He ain't changed this long, as far as what he do in his off season and all that. He's gonna be Harden. He's been doing it for what, 14, 15 years. This is what he do. He's a party animal. He's not tied down. He lives a single life. He like little baby. you know. But then you got to look at it from a whole nother position as an organization. You think we've been grossing money? We think we've been making money these last 2.5 years season?
That's the thing I'm worried about. Like, Tillman's gonna be like, oh, like after pandemic, like all his restaurants got like
Yeah,
shafted. So he's gonna be like, I need to make money now, and Harden sells tickets, bring him back
exactly.
for a few years, recoup some losses.
Yeah, that's you gotta factor that in, bro. We wouldn't be doing ourselves we wouldn't be intellectually honest if we didn't factor that money part into it. Money makes everything go round. So as an organization, and whether the fans the organization gonna make decisions whether the fans like it or not. We gonna be doing exactly what we doing right here, joining up, talking smack. But they gonna do whatever they want to do. And if they think it will benefit them longer than if hey, who cares? We got a few section of fans pissed off at us. We getting possibly a bump up in 70, 80, $100 million due whenever he come back. Jersey sales, ticket sales. You know what I'm saying? You gotta chase the bag. It's the bottom line. The players playing for the name, and their legacy. The owners own to make money.
Yeah.
3 years in the negative, bro. That'll sink you. That'll sink your pockets. That'll sink a franchise.
Yeah, I guess it's worrisome that maybe Tillman's like, because if he can't afford it, he's probably gonna sell it to. But the team might leave the city if they're too bad for too long.
Yeah, I mean this is real. It's real life to them. Like Tillman and sunk $1 billion into this team, $2 billion, and he ain't really seen probably a net positive yet. I don't want to dwell on this part, of the aspect of the game, but we got to factor that into it. We've been trash for pretty much, let's just say 3 years, because we're going to finish trash again. We haven't been making no money. The hottest free agent this year, who's better than Harden coming out of free agency we can get that you think gonna sell tickets? It's a story. Stories sell tickets. Harden came back to Houston. Wow. TV, national TV. You know what I'm saying? Like deals coming back in. We haven't played a national televised game in how long? 2 years almost. That's shared revenue that the league give you for being on national. You know what I'm saying? That's we we'll get money, bro. Like we'll you got to look at it at Tillman eyes. Like Harden will put us back at least on track financially a little bit, and that will probably almost outrule a lot of other things we got going on right now because we've been so bad and not making money for so long. So it's like I said, like I told Frank earlier in the thing, I think it's a Hail Mary. I think this will be a Hail Mary type of play. Like, hey, this rebuild, we ain't getting out of it quick enough. Financially, we going down the tube, this and that. Hottest player on the market, a cool story. Sell jerseys, bring you know how many Harden stands come back? For real, he got a whole sector of people that stands him. They Harden stands, bro. They come back then. That's millions of dollars coming back with this guy.
They must be really used to disappointment because unlike LeBron stands, they haven't Harden stands haven't seen Harden get to the finals.
Yeah. So are you asleep? I mean, are you on Twitter?
Me?
Yeah.
Sometimes.
You don't see those step back take Sigamigs. You don't see those guys that with the Harden Avies and all of that. You don't be seeing that step back.
I see them, but I don't really go on like NBA Twitter too often.
Oh, okay, that's why.
I do see some of those Harden stan accounts. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, it's a lot of them, bro. It's a lot of them out there, bro.
Is that who they like all the haters when you guys do your takes and then these guys like no Harden was amazing the whole time.
Oh yeah, we get it bad. Even as far as KPJ, oh my goodness, KPJ or Sengun, they got those fans. I'm just talking about directly inside Rockets, area, bro. Mm-hmm. They got some fans that Sengun fans that's crazy. They got some KPJ fans that's even crazier.
I can see Sengun fans, like all them from Turkey, like no, Sengun is like amazing. He's like all the Turkish fans, coming in.
They mostly on YouTube. They find us, they find our videos.
Those fans love Sengun. They love the Rockets because of it.
Yeah.
And then every single time like the Rockets lose and Sengun gets like no playing time, all of them are like, we need to like execute Silas. Like,
yeah. You know what I mean? What is he doing? They bro. If Sengun had a bad game, it's Silas's fault.
Yeah.
It's Silas's fault. You know what I'm saying, Sigga? But put it like this. If, let's say, Harden come back, we end up trading for somebody, and Sengun fans left. They followed Sengun to wherever he went. We're going to get back 10 times of that in Harden stands.
Those guys will be defending us now.
Yeah, like we gonna get 10 times back many people we lost with Sengun back from Harden. Let's say we like 8,000 people left because Sengun left. We getting at least back 20,000 people from Harden just coming back. So
yeah,
the guy got influence. That's all I'm trying to say. He got influence in the money will follow. The money will follow.
That's the thing. Like, it's hard for me to really care about, like, see, I know what you mean. Like, everything comes down to what Tillman wants. But, like, as a fan, I kind of, like, don't care. I want the team to, like, do things the right way, build through the young guys and not. But, I don't have anything to do with the Rockets organization. So, of course, nothing I think really matters. But it's kind of tough. If that happens, it's going to be tough to watch.
Yeah. I mean, hey, maybe he come back, we start winning, bro. What if he come back and we just start winning? Maybe that's all we needed.
If you can't win with like a prime James Harden and like almost prime Chris Paul, I don't think an old James Harden is gonna get us any farther.
No, I'm not saying we're gonna win the championship.
See, that's the thing.
Let me be clear. I'm not saying we're gonna win the championship. Not with this version of the roster and Harden.
Yeah, if Harden comes back, Rockets are definitely like at least a playoff team.
Yeah.
Not contender, but at least a playoff team.
Right. And that's all we really ask for young guys, to get some type of playoff experience. You know, you got to look at it kind of like both ways. I was in the same boat with you. I do not want this guy around our young guys. You know, I do not. I think he's. I got my own gripes with Harden. I do, but I can't sit here and be like, and just totally deny like the positives he would bring. Like, as far as running the offense and making us look at least competent, bro. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
he definitely improved like the playmaking situation. Like the playmaking situation is pretty like terrible right now. So Harden would definitely improve that aspect. But I feel like because I don't know. I feel like there'd be so many problems. Like if they start losing, so when they're winning, it's all good. But like once they start losing, I can feel like it get really toxic really fast with Harden and whoever is left. Like if whoever gets like if KPJ's there, there's gonna be like butting heads probably. It kind of depends.
I kind of looked at it like he gotta know if he come back here, this is last hoorah. He knows this is last hoorah, and he's going closer to retirement. If he come here, I think he's looking to transition. It's almost like maybe when he come here the first year, maybe he's kind of thinking he's competitive and we get the right guys in there. But more than likely, he's probably then came to grips that he's not winning the championship. And he got family here. He still got business here. He still got other things. He still do community projects here. He's just transitioning into,
Just like
retirement.
riding it. So it'll be like a similar to Dwayne Wade situation where last year, or I forgot how long he was, like he just went to the Heat, just has his last year there, and then
Right.
leaves. Retires.
Couple of years, he's out of here.
So that's the thing. Like, is Harden that close to retiring, where he's already back in Houston? Is he that close? Like he put up like 2020 the other day. Like I feel like if he's retiring and coming back to Houston, it would be like a couple of years from now. That's what I was hoping. Like it would be like he come back to Houston like just as a retirement year, and then it would be like a more of a prime Jalen, more of a prime Jabari, and it'd be like, it'd be kind of that would be the story I'd want. Be like, oh, the old Rockets legend coming in with the new Rockets superstars. That's kind of what I was hoping. Like somewhere down the road, not like.
Yeah, I can see like how Chris Paul did with OKC. Like those guys was all young, aging Chris Paul just to come here and do. But I think we kind of getting that version of Harden right now. You said 20 and 20. Usually that'd be 60 and 20. Like
Yeah.
he's not taking that volume of shots to really score like that no more. He's really facilitating more now than ever. And if he come in here, I think he already know. I think he already know. Like I'm not gonna be the number one shot taker. I could come here and get the bag. He still know he can come here and get the bag. Probably a max 3-year max type contract. Like I could come here and get the bag, and it's my home. I can transition to other things. Get the last 3 years of my good playing years at a max level. Transition, fade away. At the time, I kind of helped the young guys grow, do this, do that, and I was kind of a mentor and pay my dues and went out like a soldier. You know what I'm saying? Like I can see that. I can see that if because I self awareness, bro. I think Harden is at least self aware to know that he's not that old Harden. Like he sees it. He can feel it. So I don't think he'll come here with that same like, oh, I'm a step back, this, and that. If he can defer to Claxton, if he could defer to Claxton, he can defer to Jalen. He can defer to if he could defer to Maxey, he could defer to Jalen. Why not?
I can see that, but it kind of depends. Like, is Harden doing this out of the kindness of his heart, or is it some other motive? Maybe like a big payday, or maybe like an exit. Like I saw Bumper say that depending on how Philly does in the playoffs, kind of might be what determine like what swings his decision whether he stays in Philly or because even if they play him out early, I can see him like wanting like get me back to Houston. Like this is not working out if they play him out early. But
Yeah.
if they like get pretty far, I can see him like I'll try one more time. Like if they get pretty far, but we'll see.
Yeah, I can see that. Definitely see that. Paquito Cali says we're getting the beard back. I remember he said only thing from his career he misses is a chip. I just hope we still develop our young team. Okay. Shout out from Korea. Okay, okay. Good looking out, Korea. Good looking out. Appreciate you for joining us over here, brother. Um, yeah, it's a possibility we gonna get him back, bro. It's a possibility. If you want him, that's why we here now. We trying to see who want him. We trying to see who want him. Sleep Art 11 says so. Give Draymond the max. Nah, Draymond ain't worth the max. He had to pull teeth over there to get the max from Golden State when he was in his prime. You know, he had to really pull some teeth to get it to get him. They was thinking about probably letting him walk 4 years ago, but they ended up paying him and ended up paying out for him. Do you remember that, Sigga?
Remember what?
When Draymond was up for his contract with the Warriors, and they act like
He
they
wanted
didn't
to
want
go
to
back.
pay him.
Yeah.
So definitely, if we bring Draymond over, he's not getting the max. Matter of fact, how do you feel about Draymond coming over here playing with Harden? Would that be weird?
That would be the funniest thing I've ever seen. Like, because I remember through all those like the Warriors battles, man. Draymond would be such a dirty player to Harden. Like, he'd scratch his eyes out, and
Yeah,
now they have to like play with each other. It would be kind of like isn't Beverly and Westbrook on the same team now in the Lakers?
yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
it would be like that.
That'll be
Like,
weird.
man, yeah, it'd be so weird because they're just such a bitter rivalry, and like suddenly they're on the same team. But I guess
Mm-hmm.
it's not as bad as the Westbrook Beverly thing because Westbrook literally like injured Westbrook to the point of like affecting like a playoff run.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, bro, that'll just be like it'll just be weird.
It'd be weird, but I'm kind of I like what Draymond would bring to the table. Like he also brings playmaking and he also brings like tough defense. So I can see him teaching Jabari some stuff. Being that kind
Mm-hmm.
of. I mean, and he's a championship caliber player. Like he's the one who's been there and won it. I mean, as great as Harden is, I mean, I think I also like what Draymond would bring to this team.
I agree. I agree. I think they professionals, man. They ain't gonna. I don't think they'll beef or nothing like that. I don't.
Yeah, they're not gonna do anything. They're gonna be like, oh, they're gonna see like, oh, he's a hooper. That's all that matters. We
Right,
get
right.
along. Yeah.
They'll be cordial. Jorge Sandoval says we on the right track in this rebuild, acquiring young talent through the draft for the long run. Harden gonna come through and set a bad example for the young young assets. Um, and he gonna make our young guys leave. Man, you think he just gonna drive them away, bro? Like all the way away, Jorge? I don't know if they just gonna leave. Um, we still have them under contract for a little while. Now, do they force their way out? By the time I think they want to force their way out, I think Harden will probably be retired or something. I don't think they'll leave. He might, maybe he upset the apple cart a little bit, but I think they'll get rid of Harden, the old Harden, before they let one of these young guys walk out. I'm hoping they would at least. Sleep Party 11 says Lakers can give him that also, and he's a LeBron guy. You talking about who? Sleep Art. You talking about Harden? Harden to the Lakers? Ooh, I don't know how. Ooh, I don't know. What do you think about that, Sigga? Harden to the Lakers? You think that fit?
Oh God, like who would they have? They'd have to trade someone, right, to get Harden, or would they just sign him in free agency
I
like
would
next
think
year?
so. I don't think they got much money.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like I was seeing like their situation, and like, like they didn't really. They could have put all in on LeBron and AD, and then win a championship, and the next year trade all the good young players away who helped them, and then sign all these old people. So I really don't think Harden will work out in the Lakers.
Yeah, me either. He like to have the ball, so do LeBron. Um, Yusugami says developing young pieces is nice, but currently the coaching is my main issue. Yeah, but what if the do we ever think about the players probably just not up to par? And I mean, they are young, so any coach would have a bad go with these guys. I think. Um, Not absolving Silas in any way, but I think any coach had a work cut out with these guys. They just all young. Sleepwalker 11 says they've been bad for 10 years plus. Alright. Chet Man says I would love to try and get Fred Van Vliet and Draymond Green. One, they've actually won a chip. Two, they're the type of vets you need on a young team. What do you think about Van Vliet, Sigga?
I think he'd be good too. Like you said, it's a point guard, a championship that led a team to a championship, and like he'd be good at the playmaking situation. Although to be honest, I don't really pay attention to Raptors games too much, so I don't know much about Van Vliet.
Right. Um, I actually think Van Vliet he's straight, bro. He pretty good, bro. Like I don't see I don't see why not. Like truthfully, I wouldn't see why we wouldn't bring
Yeah,
Fred
like
Van Vliet over here.
if that Harden thing is like all smokescreen just for media, it'll be cool to sign someone like Van Vliet to the Rockets to as a veteran presence.
Mm-hmm. I don't have no issues with Fran Van Vliet, bro. Like you got an issue with Van Vliet, something's up. Something's up. I don't see why we wouldn't bring in Van Vliet. Sleep Arts 11 says so go to Magic or Pistons route. What's that exactly? Developing the young pieces. I'm trying to figure out what.
Oh, Asleep says sorry, meant to didn't want to go through the Magic's or Pistons route, trying to build straight through the draft because it hasn't worked for them.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah, exactly, exactly. You got to do more than just draft. You just got to do more. It's more than just drafting. Thurgood Marshall says, considering how horrible his shooting is, he shoots way too much. Fred Van Vliet, you talking about Fred Van Vliet? Oh, he says, yeah, Fred Van Vliet. You don't get the hype. He said, I don't get the hype of Fred Van Vliet. Um, Man, I done seen Van Vliet get hot. He's a champion, and he can set it up. Like he can set it up. I think he's a good solid vet that you're not gonna have to pay him like some crazy amount of money. I don't think you have to pay him like the super duper max or nothing. I think he's good quality player for the type of money that we would have to spend on him. That's
Yeah,
why I
and
like him.
yeah, and hopefully since he already has a championship, he's not gonna be all checked out like Eric Gordon is.
Yeah, Eric Gordon is just some. If I gotta look at Eric Gordon one more time, like I can't do it. I might just stop being a fan completely. If I gotta.
That's what. Did you know that today's his birthday?
Today's Eric Gordon. Oh yeah, he is born on Christmas.
Yeah. So happy birthday, Eric Gordon.
Happy birthday, Eric Gordon. You 30, what he about 35, 36? Yeah, I think he about 34, 35. Happy birthday, EG. Good looking out. So I ain't gonna slander you tonight then. Sheezy says, Bo, what about Bo, bro? You want to trade for Bo, Sheezy? You trying to trade for Bo? Hold on. Let's look at the list again. The free agent list. Let me hop over here. Let's see. Started off Chris Middleton. Y'all don't feel good about Chris Middleton. Nobody like Chris Middleton. I actually like Chris Middleton. Maybe he can be our 3. I'll take him over Eric Gordon, or even right now, I'll take him over KJ Martin. I'll take him over Jayshawn Tate. Those are our options right now at the 3. Kyrie Irving. Nah, I don't think I want Kyrie if we getting James Harden. Then what are we going to do with Jalen Green? You know, Porzingis, Kevin Love, D'Angelo Russell. Maybe as a backup point guard, D'Angelo Russell. What do you think, Sigga?
I don't really like D'Angelo Russell too much.
Yeah, maybe as a backup point guard. Nikola Vucevic, that's a hard pass. As we said, Draymond Green, Fred VanVleet. Now, Harrison Barnes is a little bit interesting to me. Harrison Barnes is a little interesting. Jeremy Grant, Miles Turner, Bogdan Bogdanovic. Miles Turner, I like Miles Turner. Jeremy Grant, I don't know why I never really got the Jeremy Grant hype. I don't know why. Maybe I'm just being biased. But if we got to give any of these guys the max, I say pass on all of them.
Oh God, yeah. If any of them want a max, no.
If any of these guys want the max, I say pass on all of them. Now, let me see. I did have a list of the restricted. Let me see. Let me see if I can pull it up real quick. I did have it pulled up. I don't know what happened. So we can see if there's anybody like we can steal, that's restricted. Let me see. All right, let me look. Unrestricted. Gary Trent Jr. Will Barton. Derrick Rose.
Hey, I'm gonna hop on off. Hopefully, someone wants to.
Okay. Somebody else can come on up with it. Appreciate you, Sigga Miggs.
All right, thank you for having me.
Yeah, for sure. Christian Wood, Kyle Kuzma, Josh Hart. Now, I wouldn't mind having Josh Hart, bro. He can rebound and he can shoot threes. I wouldn't mind having Josh Hart. Let's see. Derrick Rose, Will Barton, Malik Beasley. Yeah, man. Kelly Oubre. Dylan Brooks. Unrestricted. Dylan Brooks. What do y'all think about Dylan Brooks? Dwight Powell. No. Reggie Jackson. No. Kemba Walker. Mason Plumlee. Seth Curry. So, who we got in there with us? Sheezy. What's happening, Sheezy? What's good, Sheezy? Can you hear me? Can you hear me, Sheezy? I can't hear you, Sheezy. Sheezy. Hello? I don't don't know what's up with my man Sheezy. Okay. What's up, Sheezy? Can you hear me? Look like you got a bad connection, Sheezy. Can you get closer to your internet box, bro? Can you get closer to your internet box? Hop out the room and jump back in, Sheezy. Maybe that'll help. I see you. I see you. I just can't it's like you froze up. You got low bars, brother. Just hop back out and hop back in. And I'll get you up. Yeah. But like I was saying, Dylan Brooks, man. Dylan Brooks. Y'all don't like Dylan Brooks? Y'all don't like Dylan Brooks? You think Memphis will let him walk? He do got kind of a injury history. If you ask me, he do kind of got like a bit of an injury history or something. But Dylan Brooks defense, real defensive minded guy. I mean, I think that's interesting. I don't see why not. He can kind of be backup point guard in spots. Uh, mm, Third Good Marshall says Dylan Brooks is a hard pass. Okay. Usagami. He says Kyle Kuzma is a clutch shooter. Maybe a bit expensive for the contract. I don't know. Okay. You think Kyle Kuzma is a here we go. Sheezy, what's happening, Sheezy?
Okay, you hear me now?
Yeah, you sounding great, brother. You sounding good. What's up with it?
Oh man, not much. Hey man, I'm just saying we need to get Bobo,
You want Bobo?
and we need to get him.
So if we can't get Victor, we'll get Victor Wembanyama light.
He not Vic. No, Victor is Bobo. Like
Oh, that's how you feel, bro.
I've been saying, look, Denver dropped the ball.
You think
They
Denver gonna
dropped the ball.
regret? You think Denver gonna regret it?
Imagine if they said, okay, let's give Bobo 15 minutes this year with what they got right now.
You got a point, bro. You got a point.
That's conference finals.
Is you think Denver really hurting for Bobo right now?
I mean, Jokic is just him. So I mean, hey, and Jamal Murray came back playing amazing. He came back off that injury playing amazing.
Yeah, he came back and torched us.
Yeah. You gotta get Jamal Murray his flowers up because he's been playing amazing.
Yeah, Jamal. I mean, he been looking good. I mean, he have been looking good. Michael Porter
like
Jr. You think you I haven't been really I've been paying attention, but I haven't really been paying that much attention to his situation.
That was my guy before the injury. Yeah, like him and Jamal Murray, they've been out for like 2 seasons. I mean, they both back and they're in the starting lineup. So
Yeah. Okay. Bobo, that's I'm not upset with it. You know, I don't mind Bobo.
and Willie Cauley-Stein, the thing is, we signed him twice and we sent him back to the G League. It's crazy because he's 28 years old. He's 7 foot. He has a mid range. He's a lob threat. He's a paint stopper. What's the risk with him?
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. What do you think the deal is that he's been shelved for so long? Really, he would just probably complicate our situation right now at the center spot because we already running 3 center, like a 3 center lineup.
We can get rid of Bruno. I mean, well, not Bruno. We can get rid of Garuba. Can go ahead and just take some time off, and we can see what or Bruno. I said, but Garuba, he get busy out there. I mean, he's undersized, but Garuba, he get busy out there. I can't say he don't get busy out there.
Yeah, I was about to say I probably let go of Bruno before I let go of Garuba. But I would say Bruno is our only lob threat on the team besides KJ Martin. So he's kind of valuable in that sense, but Garuba's defense, I think he plays way better defense than
Paint defense. I mean, Garuba, he can move. He can move. He can switch. He can play on pretty much 1 through 5. But paint defense, which is kind of what we need. Willis, you got.
yeah, Garuba for sure. For sure. Hold on, let me see. Kurt Yang. Who is this Kurt Yang dude? Is he what did he leave in the chat? I never seen him in here before. I see he got it retracted. My moderators, if y'all see anybody leaving, you know we keep it respectful around here. Okay, I see you back. Kurt Yang. There's a reason why Bobo been thrown around the league. He got talent, no doubt about it, but I think his problem is elsewhere. Okay. He must have put something not likable by YouTube. Let's just keep it respectful though, Kurt. I hear you, bro. I hear you. Since you the heavy supporter of Bobo, what do you think about that? What he's saying? It's the reason why he's been thrown around the league.
Nah, the reason. I mean, of course, they assumed he was going to be injury prone, but you see immediately when he was given an opportunity, look what he did and look what he's doing. Like he can get him. He can be running for MIP.
Do you think so?
He's definitely got to be like top 3.
I mean, he have been good this year, bro. I'm not gonna even front. The thing
He's going crazy.
Yeah, the thing with that is, these awards kind of get attached to achievements about, your overall team success as well.
Yeah.
You know
and
what
Orlando
I'm saying?
is doing much better than previous years. So
they are doing much better. But I think they still kind of like a bottom 5 team.
Yeah.
So that kind of probably. I know it all. I know it does impact people voting. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, he have been playing good, but is he gonna get enough wins to? Because you seen like people like Bill Simmons. You seen what he was saying about Jalen Green. Oh, he don't impact winning. He don't do this. He don't do that. So hopefully he don't get that stigma about him to where saying that he don't impact winning because he's on a tanking team to where it'll hurt his MIP campaign. So they tie a lot of nonsense to winning instead of just looking at the product on the floor. Like, you know what I mean? Like, they always got some type of political trope or something they got to go through to try to discount somebody from doing something. Because they already be having this stuff made up in their minds, bro, before the season.
Yeah.
It'd be certain teams, it'd be certain guys' award to lose, so to say, before, they got to play like trash or they just going to give it to them anyway. Because a lot of these guys, they already picked their people, before the league and before the season, so they can look right. They just try to stick with it.
Yeah, I'm just glad that he got the opportunity that he was supposed to get in Denver, man. Like, cause I've been saying for years, man, Bo is him. I've been telling people for years, don't want nobody listening to me. Then all of a sudden, everybody, KD and all of them giving him this shine. I'm like, yo, I've been saying this for years. He's been that nice. He just didn't have the opportunity. Denver giving him like 3 minutes a game. Like, how you gonna show? How are you gonna do something for 3 minutes a game?
That's facts. But he was real raw. Most guys, they take 2 to 3 years. To really be.
Yeah, but they didn't even try to
into their own.
build him. They didn't even try to build the man. They just let the man ride the bench.
Yeah, they did have a crunch roster over there for a little while though. Like you said, they probably can. They probably need him more now than they needed him back then. And it's just unfortunate. It's gonna be they loss. It's gonna be they loss. Um, Thurgood Marshall says I'm excited to see his growth though. For
It's
sure.
amazing. The man is
He
amazing.
yeah, he's looking good though. He's looking good.
Mhm.
So I'm not gonna
That's
even
good.
front since he is in the league and he's already doing it. Maybe Wemby is a Bobo light, cause
Yeah,
Bobo
because
in
we don't
there.
know. We don't know what Wemby gonna do when he gets to the
Yeah, we
NBA.
don't
You know what I'm
know.
saying?
You right. You right about that, bro.
I know.
Kurt Yang says, is he coachable and how about his basketball IQ? I'm just speculating. Don't know him that well. Is he talking about Bobo?
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah, but you
I mean,
if he
Bobo's
is
not
what
selfish.
he is, you gonna hear about him in about a year or two. You ain't gonna be able to miss him because he's looking like he might just he's taking the league on notice. He putting the league on notice. Let's just put it like that.
Orlando is gonna be. Yo, I think they really are being slept on. Look at the squad they have. Franz Wagner, they got Paulo, they
Yeah,
got Mo Bamba, Wendell Carter, Jonathan Isaac about to come back. Like, dude, they literally have like seven footers on the team.
yeah. They got 7 footers up and down the roster, bro. And if they not 7 foot, they 6'10", a 6'11", 250.
Yeah. And what I noticed when we played them the last time, just recently, like damn near everybody on the team got the same hairstyle. It's like all of them, they're like friends.
They robots, bro. They didn't.
It's like, it's like they so locked in with each other, and that's gonna take them somewhere. Like
Yeah,
they gonna start going crazy because
I'm.
they got all of that talent on their team.
Yeah, before the season, man, I had told Frank. I say, man, Orlando gonna be good, man. Especially they got Paolo over there. They just need like an offensive engine type guy to be that offensive engine. And then Fultz and them, they came back. They really starting to play good as the guards. I told him I liked what they was doing over there. He was like, I think they might be a little bit further away. But I told him, I was like, man, I don't know, man. If they can put some things together, Orlando could be dangerous. Orlando definitely could be dangerous. I like Franz, bro. He's efficient as he efficient as hell, bro.
Yeah, if we can snipe him. We can snipe him. I mean, that'll be decent.
I don't see Orlando. They might move Paolo before they.
Oh yeah, because they got both the brothers. They got yes, bro, Franz and
Yeah,
his
they
brother.
got Franz and the other one. Yeah, they might move Paolo before they move him. Usagami says Franz Wagner climbing up. He's up there with Jalen Green potential wise. No cap. He just might be better than Jalen right now. He just might be better than Jalen right now.
Better than Jalen?
Right now. Like, I ain't saying in the future. But Franz, man, he's very efficient, bro. He's very efficient. Like,
but JT him too though, bro. Like,
I'm not, bro. I love Jalen. Like, but he
he
got
raw.
those games where he's up, he's down, he's up, he's
Yeah.
down.
He's still raw talent. It's his second year, man. We got to give him time.
I'm not knocking him. But we see Franz, he's in the second year too. He's a little bit more efficient. He handles the ball. They actually run the offense through him sometimes. I'm just saying, bro. I'm just saying what I see with my eyes. Franz, man, he like the boy. He good. He good. Now I think eventually Jalen got more upside than him. I just think he have maybe a higher floor than Jalen. So that's what we seeing. I think by year 5, 6, 7, 8, Jalen's clearly gonna be better than him. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think Franz would be a good player on a championship team sometime soon. Like maybe I don't know who to be the next team that's gonna be that next dynasty, but he'll be a good player on the champion. Like if the Lakers would try to get him like this year, next year, perfect spot. He can shoot because the Lakers need some shooters. Actually, we can get off Eric Gordon with them. That's what they could take Eric Gordon off our hands. I don't want to see him go. I'm a huge Eric Gordon fan. I hate people talking about Eric Gordon like that, like he's not the man.
He gotta
But
go, bro. He gotta go.
Eric, EG the man. EG the man. Y'all can't be talking about him like that. EG the man, bro.
No. The only reason why he gotta go is just because he don't fit. He just out. He stick out like a sore
Yeah,
thumb.
yeah. He the last one left from that Harden thing, man. Like PJ, I ain't want to see PJ go, but like PJ didn't fit no more either. So I understand what you're saying.
Yeah, he just don't. He don't fit. Like he's clearly almost checked out right now. Like, I mean,
He
EG
can
could
still
be
hoop.
playing. Yeah, that's what I'm
He
saying.
can
He
still
could be
hoop.
playing way better than he is right now. But some games he come in and he just don't look interested.
Yeah, sometimes like he do be pissing me off sometimes. Like on defense, he'll just be standing there.
Yeah,
Yeah, he'll just be standing
like
there. On
loose
offense, he'll
balls.
just pass it.
Like especially on loose balls. I don't know if you seen it when loose balls happening and they scrambling and trying to hustle for it. EG will just sit there
Nah,
and look at the ball, bro.
yeah, I seen it. I seen him on offense. He just be standing right there in the corner. He like soon they passing the ball, he'll immediately pass it off and just be standing right there, just looking at
Right.
them.
Like he don't want to
Like, yeah,
do it half the time. Like he's been here, done this. You know, this man want to win a championship or at least be playing meaningful minutes on a squad. You know,
shoot,
like
we send him to the Bucks or like EG will be a good person. I'm telling you on the championship team right now because he's that efficient from three. He can
he
definitely get you that.
and he's more of the 6-man type role to where
Yeah,
he can come in and be the 6-man and get everything going. So I definitely can see it. You know, I definitely can see it. I just want him to be moved to somewhere else because, like it or not, he's kind of blocking minutes from Tari and Jabari. I mean, Tari and
yeah.
KJ Martin and
Especially Sengun
Shangoon.
because
Like
yeah,
it has just opened up
solid.
our lineup a whole lot with 30 extra minutes to go around or 28 extra minutes to go around. He's a starter.
Yeah,
So
yeah, yeah,
that's how I feel
yeah.
about EG. But I appreciate everything he done for us, though. I just think,
I just want to get something for him. I don't want him just. I don't want to just get him away and then we get that for him. Like we can get something for each.
but the thing is, if we bring back Harden, do you think we still trade him?
Nah, Harden ain't. Nah, Harden be like, nah, keep my man. You see what they did in Philly? They damn near got the Rockets over there.
Yeah.
Then they got the,
Yeah, Maury
they
went
got,
and relived the Rockets memories.
I thought Eric Gordon was gonna go there too.
They
I
wanted
honestly
him
thought he
over
would have been
there.
out.
They actually did want him back over there. They wanted him. So, I mean, that would be interesting. This Harden coming home will kind of shake up a lot of things that we thought probably would
Yeah,
happen, you know, but they probably won't. Just like a lot of young guys, maybe he come in and he be like, "Hey, I want a second star. I want at least a running mate." And then we have to move draft picks and assets and everything. Like, him coming back can totally change the whole course of where we was going in this rebuild.
yeah. I literally said like when he left, I was like, but well, a couple like some like 5 years ago, I was like, Harden and Embiid need to team up. Like when Embiid,
Mm-hmm.
when was that when Kawhi hit that
Mm-hmm.
shot that year? If Harden and Embiid were together that year,
2019, I believe.
was it 20? I think it was like
28,
2018.
20,
It's like
was it
when Harden
2018?
was going, I think it was 2018 when Kawhi hit that shot.
Okay, maybe it was. I thought it was 2019, but maybe it was 2018. Yeah, probably was. Yeah, I think it was
Because that's
2018.
it's a minute now. And yeah, if he was there that year when Harden was going crazy and the B was going crazy too, and B actually played the whole season, like not too injury prone.
Yeah. Now I
Yeah,
think they more like Harden's going down. Like they ain't at the both ain't at the peak of their powers right now for that duo to be great like it had potential back then. So yeah, I agree with what you're saying. I agree on
yeah.
that.
The thing with Harden now, but people think he's like he ain't got it no more. It's like, no, look at what we did to him in Houston. We put more miles on his body than anybody in the entire NBA. This man averaged 36 points and played 78 out of 82 games.
Yeah.
That's literally 40 points a night.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, nobody in the league has done that. Nobody in the league is doing that. Luka going crazy right now. He only averaging like 33. Harden averaged 36 for 78 games, bro. That is nuts.
The unguardable tour. I remember, bro. I remember. That boy was at the peak of his powers then. He was at the peak of his powers.
Yeah, he just always, like, people say, yeah, all right, yeah, he got his flaws. So stuff in the playoffs and stuff like that, stuff gonna happen like that. But people don't talk about how Capella was hurt, EG was hurt, and then CP3 gets hurt in Game 7. And then when we have another squad where we can go again, COVID happens. Then when we get back going, Westbrook gets COVID. Then he gets injured. Then we get 3 or 4 people that got to sit out because they went and got a haircut and had some girls or something in the room or something like that. They all got to go in COVID protocol. Yeah. And it's like, it's always something, like, people don't ever talk about that part where it's always something like Harden takes us all the way through 82 games. He gonna need some help in the playoffs, and there's always something in the playoffs that, like, then he got to carry now. But at that point of the season, like, his body got 10,000 miles on it.
Like, yeah, I think that was kind of Harden's fault though. Cause let's be real, some of them games we was blowing out the opponent and he just wouldn't go to the bench. He'd stay in there and just run it up.
Hey, that was definitely coach's fault too, though. You know they wanted that man out there, man. He's Showtime. Harden was bringing in money.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
Harden bringing in money.
I agree, but we got to be real. Is, you know, that was, of course, Harden. He's a player. He's gonna want to hoop. So yeah, like you said, the coach kind of got to save him from himself.
D'Antoni was, man, they were best friends.
Yeah, D'Antoni wasn't gonna do it. D'Antoni wasn't gonna do it. Joe Blue says, hope you guys had a good Christmas. Appreciate you, Joe Blue. Thank you for joining us over here on this fine Christmas night, man. Appreciate you.
Man.
Brandon Simpson, Big B, says he about to pull up at the crib and jump on his live with y'all. For sure. Come one, come all. Get it off. Let me know your Christmas list. Matter of fact, let me know your Christmas list. Rocket's Christmas list. I go first. I wish. I'm sorry, Sheezy. I wish we could trade EG. That's one.
I mean, I understand. I understand at this point. It's understandable.
2. I wish we can get rid of Silas. And number 3. I want Jalen Green to rediscover his 3-point shot because he's been shooting like trash. Give me those 3. What you got, Sheezy?
He was shooting fine to start of the season, but when the team went in that shooting slump,
he's out of there now. Like, he's shooting like 20%.
Yeah. But the start of the season, Jalen Green and KPJ came out there like the best backcourt in the league. On it, they was not playing. They came out with fire, and then like the team went on a slump, and then it was like,
yeah, he ain't got out of it. It's, at least from 3, he haven't got out of it.
Yeah, but he been driving. He been getting tough drives, like tough buckets, tough buckets, because he athletic. He's hella athletic, and it's like it's hard to stop that driving down that paint. Like, it's kind of hard to stop that.
Facts. It is.
Especially after he gets back. When he gets behind, he's so quick. He can get behind you quick. It's over. Like, you gotta have some help back there.
Facts.
Like, people when they sat zone on us, that was the most disgusting game I probably ever seen us ever play, and I was so disgusted,
bro.
When Orlando just sat zone on.
Bro, was you here on the live stream, the post game?
No, I missed it. I was at work.
Yeah, bro. That was, bro. I was pissed off up to here after that game. How do you let a professional team sit in the zone like that on you for a whole
And they sat
half.
in there for so long. It was hilarious though. It was hilarious, but it wasn't.
No, it was
'Cause I'm like,
sad,
yo,
bro. I'm looking like, bro, they really fit to beat us with this high school level ass zone.
and we literally could not score
We
like
could
a
not
bucket.
score,
Like
bro.
one bucket. It was
That's sad.
it was disgusting, bro.
That's
I'm
sad,
like, yo,
dog.
I'm like, yo. But they need to stop playing with Sengun. I'm one of the biggest Sengun fans ever, bro. They need to stop playing with him. They need to stop when something's going his way and it's going the team's way, stop benching him out of nowhere and then not bringing him back in until the last 6 minutes of the game. Who is that? Silas?
He's in charge of the rotations, brother.
That is horrible. You giving Sengun like 18 minutes a game.
Yeah,
Like what?
yeah. I agree.
Garuba get more PT. Hey, come on.
Yeah, I agree, bro. I agree. I don't know what it is about Silas and, well, I'm not gonna say I don't know what it is. Shangun really don't fit Silas's style of offense. And I told Frank in these before on these live streams. I think Silas is intrigued by Shangun, but I don't think he really know how to use him.
Yeah, Jokic tried to tell y'all, man. Hey, run it through him. The next game when we the team listened. Very next game ran through Sengun and we had an amazing game. It's not hard, bro. Shit. Like Jokic tried to give people the juice, like, bro. Like y'all got he telling y'all what we got. Like we have a gym. We have a gym. And we're not using him correct.
Right. So
That's what Jokic was
you
saying.
know there's my bad. I don't mean to cut y'all. You know there's a theory going around, right? That this was all set up before Harden even left.
Oh, hey, that was always in the back of my mind because I always keep stuff like that. Like I always keep an open mind. So
are we watching the greatest heist ever in real time? Like
the greatest heist ever was the Warriors when Steph Curry faked that hand injury and Clay got hurt twice, and then they was able to draft all of those guys, and then Clay comes back, and then we're in the finals again. That was the biggest heist.
But they didn't really use none of those guys. They were
faking.
They didn't never really use none of them guys though. They got they got those picks, but they ain't using them.
If they wouldn't have got Andrew Wiggins and all the rest of them guys, they wouldn't have been back in it.
Yeah, they wouldn't have got Andrew Wiggins. That was big.
Like, who else they got? They got more than Andrew Wiggins. They got what's the big man? James Wiseman.
Who
else they get? Who else did they get? Jordan Poole. Jordan Poole was nobody even knew he was gonna be what he is.
Yeah, like, you got to chalk that up to their system. Everybody go over there start to look good. Even Anthony Lamb look good over there.
D'Lo was looking good over there, but just because everybody was hurt, they used D'Lo to fill in until, bro. I'm trying to tell you, it was the perfect plan ever, bro. Like when you go and look at Steph Curry when he said he broke his hand, he didn't even freaking fall on his hand like that, bro. How was it even? Like it looked so fake, and then all of a sudden he out for so long. Then when the year Clay comes back, y'all back in the finals. It was so perfect, bro. They drafted the right people. They kept Draymond healthy, and it was perfect. And they got them another ring, bro. And I think in the future, if we were pulling that off, then that'll beat the Warriors than what they did because
I was about to say because you just look at the haul we got back from Harden. We ain't got the picks. We ain't really get too many players, but we got a lot of picks back from Harden. Like, and then we gonna send you off, let you go off, effectively see if you can chase that ring, whether you do or you don't. Hopefully you do. When you do, you come back, and now when you come back here, we can build another squad around you. Because we got draft picks, we got capital, we got all of this other stuff. Would that be like some crazy scheme to put together?
If we get the ring, it'll never be they're gonna talk about it forever. It's never gonna be let down.
Yeah,
It's never gonna
that'll be truly crazy. Um, it really would be. It really would be.
like if
King, hold on, let me run through these comments, man. They filling up in the chat. I'm gonna get back at you. King0098, what's happening? He says, I think LP is the wrong type of center for Harden. Rockets need a new center. Maybe trade or rotate LP to the second unit. Yeah, I think that's what we were saying, like Miles Turner or somebody like that that's free in the agents. Maybe he can come over and kick it with Harden.
I'm too high on LP, bro.
You know, how long you been watching our content, Cheesy?
Let's see. I started watching your content was probably before the season started.
Okay, so you
Probably
know how
before this
people
season
is about Sengun. You know, we got some guys that love him, and we got some guys that really ain't rocking with him.
They be disrespecting that man. This Sengun. Did you see what he did to Zach Collins? He sent that man to the gulag.
Oh man. And
He
then
sent that
they
man
had
to
a
the locker
nerve to
room.
call an offensive foul. That's the
You
worst
feel me?
call
Like,
in NBA history, bro.
oh my god. And people keep saying Sengun not athletic, he can't dunk, he can't get off the ground. And that's why he been dunking so much lately. And that dunk right there was he jumped from like 5 feet back and 10 feet back and just tried to destroy that.
Yeah, he
Like Zach
destroyed
Collins.
that man.
He literally went to the lock. His head slammed to the back of on the ground. Like, I'm like, oh my god, Sengun, bro. And what's crazy is Sengun does this every time him and Zach Collins meet up. Like last year, he did that spin move and had Zach Collins fell on the ground. And I'm like, I don't think he likes Zach Collins too much.
He kill him every time, huh? Body bag him.
Every time.
Yeah. Party time,
he was beating him up that game.
Who that?
Zach Collins. He was getting beat up by everybody. He got hit in the face by like 3 people.
Oh yeah. That's his payback from Russell Westbrook though.
Oh yeah.
He split Westbrook open.
Yeah, Westbrook was leaking.
Yeah. Party time, animal time. He says if Harden comes here, I can see Turner coming here. Yeah, because Harden will maximize Turner. He really will. Dr. Terrell T. Will Williams, what's good? He says Cam Reddish needs to be traded to hell with Harden. Okay, that boy say bring home Cam. I don't mind Cam. Let's take a swing on him. I don't know why they didn't. I mean, Atlanta. I don't know why. I really not understanding why the Knicks traded for him in the first round pick and everything, and they just let him ride on the bench like most of the time. And he seems like the correct archetype for that 3-and-D wingish type guy. I don't know what it is about Cam Reddish that he just get put in bad situations. He really needed to come to a rebuilding team from jump.
Yeah, I mean Atlanta kind of was rebuilding, I guess.
But they had it was a roster crunch at the wings, but almost kind of like we got over here right now. We got too many wings.
Yeah, we do though. We do.
They kind of got the same problem. Well, they had the same problem. Like, I don't know. Cam Reddish, I don't see if we ain't giving them I don't know if we'll give up a first round pick for him. I don't know. It depends on what we give up for him. Take a swing on him. Like we so bad right now, bro. We could take a swing on a lot of people and just see if it works.
Yeah, he's 6'8". He can shoot.
Yeah,
he from Duke.
That's what I'm saying. He's that 3-and-D wing type of archetype. Maybe he just needs more structure. But if he needs structure, he coming to the wrong team because we lack structure over here. As presently, maybe Harden come in and sort us out. Kurt Yang says, I watched 8 years of Harden hero balls of Rockets basketball. As competitive as we were, God, please don't let me watch another 5 years of that again. It's not all about winning. It's all about fun. I hear you, Kurt.
We was winning though. We had the longest playoff streak in recent NBA until Harden left. Like, bro, like it's just we kept coming. What are the odds we missed 27 threes in a fucking row?
Yeah,
That
that's crazy.
is like, come on, bro.
That was crazy. Big B, what's happening, Big B? Oh, Big B, you left, brother. What
Yeah,
happened with
I'm
you?
about to be up out of here too because I gotta go to work soon, bro.
All right, Sheezy, you take it easy, bro. Keep
Hey, it's good
repping
to
us.
talk to
Hey,
you,
where
man.
you from, bro?
Hey, I'm from Durham, North Carolina, with Duke University at, and
Okay, you holding
yeah.
it down. You holding it down for.
Mm-hmm.
Appreciate you, bro. Good looking out. Appreciate you.
Hey, y'all be safe, bro.
You be easy out there. Merry Christmas to you.
Merry Christmas too.
Big B, come on back up, brother. What's up, B?
Hey, what it do, Ghost?
What's happening? What's happening with you, brother? Merry Christmas to you.
Hey, same to you and your family.
Already, you and yours, brother. What it looking like? What you thinking about this whole Harden thing?
Okay, so the whole Harden thing, in my opinion, like, let's be honest about the rebuild, right? So how else are we gonna be able to come in and get a good top free agent and keep all our draft picks and assets unless it's Harden? Okay, so that's number one, right? So we got to be realistic about things. Eventually, you got to go get a free agent,
Mm-hmm.
and that would be a perfect one because of the situation. He's willing to come here as a free agent. All right. So then now let's break it down. Silas, although he runs a heliocentric offense, man, I can't see it. If we get hard, I can't see Silas staying. I just can't. We still got to get somebody else to come in here and run a true offense. I think Harden's willing to take even more of a backseat, a little bit more than he has in Philly already. You know, his usage rate has gone down, points have gone down, assists have gone way up. You know, now I've watched some Philly games, and he still does do the whole standing around. Sometimes, you know, when he don't have the ball, he don't cut, he don't move. But in our situation with all our players, you keeping all your assets, you add Harden with the salary cap. You can even trade some of the assets away and add a third piece if you wanted to. I mean, there's a lot more things you could do if you add Harden in free agency. I'm gonna let you go from there.
Okay, I agree. I agree to a certain extent, but what are you thinking? Um, you thinking Harden want to come here and play with this current roster? You think he gonna come here without another legit established superstar, or not superstar, at least another NBA level, all level type caliber player?
Well, of course, he'd be expecting that with the salary cap we already have. That's why he would come here in free agency. He obviously sees we got $50 million to spend next year. You know, I mean, that's just next year, but still, he understands that part of it. That, hey, I can come here for, 30 a year. We can add another player for 20 a year and not even get rid of no players or no assets yet. So you add two players without giving up anything. You can, after you get those two players, you can also trade assets or players to add a third piece. It just, all I'm saying in general is it gives you a lot more options if you just add Harden as a free agent.
Okay, I hear you. I hear you. So you are willing, if he wants another Harden, I mean star, or caliber player, you willing to give up? Let's say, who you willing to give up? Let's say they wanted Shangoon and Tari
Okay,
for
we got,
like somebody like, let's just throw out, because we trading for them. They're not a free agent.
okay. So, so
Mikal Bridges or somebody like that.
okay, I see what you're saying. Now let's go back again. So we got $50 million in cap space. So you can technically add Harden for 30 million a year and add another player for 20 million a year. So there's two players that obviously should be good slash great, and then you can go into the third person. You know, Now, I mean, KPJ, I mean, obviously would be up there. Sengun, I don't know. I think Sengun, even with Harden, I think he would just have to go to the bench, and I think he'd still be his style of play off the bench, and give that Harden that lob threat with rather it's Miles Turner for 20 million a year. It don't have to be 2015, whatever, however it works out. So, Sengun can still doesn't have to be traded, but you definitely got to get rid of, I would say KPJ. He would be the odd man out, not Sengun. All right. So then KPJ, of course, you got a bunch of players you could trade if you want to throw in. Now, if we get here's the thing: if we get rid of Eric right now this year for something, then he's not in that mix for next year when in the off season, unless you keep Eric the whole time and re-sign him, then trade Eric and KPJ for that third person you're looking for, and still keeping all. And now you might want to throw in a couple first round draft picks if you're talking about a superstar player. Now you got two superstars with James somebody, and like you said, Miles Turner.
Okay, I hear you. The thing is, like, I would want to put a price number on that second star. Like, who are we willing to really part with, and is it going to be worth it in the long run? Like, let's say Harden is the oldest one to come here. We get another guy, like I said, like a Mikal Bridges or somebody like that. Do you think we need somebody that's going to transition into a role to be the leader, or you think by then Jalen or Jabari or somebody by then will be able to come in and be that person, whoever Harden leaves, Batman
That
or Robin?
that's almost what's great about bringing in Harden next year, because then you give him like a 3-year deal, 3 years 3 years 90 million. If he'll take that, we'll see. And then after 3 years, I mean, our whole core is still going to be under what, 27 years old, 26 years old. Everybody's still under 26, 27. And then, okay, so the Harden thing didn't work out. We didn't win a championship within 3 years. Or it looks like we're on the cusp of it now. We're on the cusp of it. So you sign Harden for 2 more years at a lot cheaper deal than the 3 years for 39 for 90. Now, again, we're all just throwing up hypotheticals here, but you get where I'm going at.
Mm-hmm. I mean, in the short term, I don't think he hurts this team.
It does speed up the rebuild. That's kind of a thing I don't like. It's like you're asking all these young players. Harden comes in. We gotta win now. We gotta win now. So that does kind of. I don't know about that one.
Yeah, it's gonna. I mean, some pressure gonna come with Harden coming back here. At least for wins, maybe not a championship, but at least to start winning. And hopefully our guys are up to that. I just think, like you saying, and I'm hoping if this do all shake out and we just so happen to land him back here, I'm hoping he's coming back with that facilitating mindset to where I'm not taking 15 step back threes a game. I'm just setting it up, letting these young guys fill out where they need to be, and I'm gonna just facilitate. Now that style of Harden, I don't mind getting, but how much is that style of Harden really worth? Like, what dollar amount is that worth? Is that worth $90 million? Are we playing? Are we paying for just a name by then?
I mean, but for 22 points a game and 12 assists a game, and that's what he's doing for Philly. He's already obviously taken a secondary role in Philly. I mean, he might come here and take the third wheel if you bring in somebody else. I mean, it's just so many hypotheticals you can throw up just getting Harden as a free agent. We're not talking about trading for Harden. That's
Right.
out of the question. Ain't no way we trading for Harden. Fuck that. We're not giving up nothing for him.
Mm-hmm.
But you want to come back as a free agent for 3 years, 90 million? Oh man, that just changes the game a lot, in my opinion. Like, you have a lot more ways you can go about this semi rebuild at that moment. Then
I hear you. I hear you, bro. It could be like you said. This can go any which way. Yeah. So we gonna see it play out here pretty soon. Isaac Burton, he says, I think Harden want a little more than $30 million. Maybe because he's not. Maybe if he sees, well, I'm not really going to be competing for championships over here. Let me just get a bag, so when I could walk away from here with, 300, $400 million from playing. Maybe he's just securing that one last hoorah bag. You don't think that's possible, Brandon?
I mean, it is possible if that's what he's looking for now. Hey, buddy, you got to go somewhere else because we're not doing that. Now, if you're willing to come here and take less money and hopefully win a championship with the young guys, you help them. You set everything up. Now that's a lot to ask. In 3 years, 90 million, and that's next year. So you got to think of that in the future. Could we win a championship in 3 years? Nah, probably not. Probably not, unless you made more drastic moves to bring in another superstar. Like you got to get another free agent. You got to bring in. There's no. I mean, but here is reality. Also, if you sign them for 3 years and 90, then it is possible at that end of that third year that we made the Western Conference Finals, or we're a game away from making the Western Conference Finals, or maybe even the finals. Then he's like, okay, well, I'll sign 2 more years for 20 million, for 40 million, 20 a year. I mean, you just don't know when you're talking that far in the future, but I'm willing to kick the wheels on it.
Yeah, then we getting into like a 38-year-old Harden.
A 38-year-old Harden can still just sit there and facilitate all day long. I mean, he can.
38 years old.
I think he could still facilitate it at the bare minimum, facilitate and get to the free throw line. And if that's all you're asking, because now Jalen Green is 7th year in the league and he's averaging 30, and Jabari's averaging 20 and 10. He's got 6 years in the league. I mean, that could possibly happen.
Quite possibly. Chet, man.
I know.
I mean, possibilities is possible, but what's the most probable outcome?
The most probable outcome, if you bring them back with 3 years, 90 million, we're not winning the chip, but you're bringing notoriety back to where other free agents still might want to come, and with the draft picks, and we still have, I mean, our draft capital and is crazy, and just assets in general is crazy. In the next 4 or 5 years from now, it just continues on and on. So as long as you don't just trade away all those picks for one person like a dummy, I mean, it could easily happen to we are a contender in 3 years and possibly making the finals in 3 years with Harden, with the second star that's another free agent. And then with that third star, if you feel like giving up KPJ, some draft picks, if you want to throw in Sengun, throw in Sengun. You want to throw in KJ if he's not gone by then. And then you trade those 3 players and 2 first-round picks. You could get another third person. That's legit. Plus, I mean, you still got more draft picks. Even if you give up 2 first-rounders, you still got more for the future.
Yeah.
So then if Harden in 3 years, 4 years doesn't work out, now Jalen Green's in his 7th year, or 6th year. I haven't done the math in my head, but you get what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
And then, Jabari Smith and everybody else, if Alperen Sengun's not gone, and then you just keep adding. Even if Harden, it doesn't work out, you're still now these young guys we already drafted. Obviously, they got more experience. If they didn't pan out by the 6th year, you've already traded them and got something back for them already then. So, you got, it's hard, but you got to try to grasp it in a grand scheme of things, because another thing about it is what other free agent is just going to say, you know what, I'm coming to Houston next year. A top 20 player. Harden's still a top 20 player. What top 20 player is going to say, you know what, I'm going to take 30 million a year and I'm going back to Houston. I'm going to go to Houston. Like, who's going to do that?
Yeah,
nobody.
Not too many.
Besides Harden.
That's why I think Harden will have to come with somebody as well. I don't think Harden just coming here to play.
No doubt. I agree.
With this version of the squad.
No doubt.
Chatman says also we need to shore up so much defensively just to hide Harden's lack of defense. Yeah, that is another thing. That's why I say we need somebody like Miles Turner, another big, real defensive minded big to come here, because if Jalen Green's not going to take a leap defensively and be a plus and the defense. Then Harden, man, that's gonna make Jabari and whoever that wing defender job is hard. It's really gonna be hard on those guys if Harden don't come and really want to play any defense. Kurt Yang says the most we get Harden, I feel the whole team construction strategy will change dramatically. Winning will suddenly become priority over player development, and that is very dangerous. Okay, I kind of agree. Like you were saying, Big B. This kind of is like a fine line to toe. You know, it's kind of a fine line. Do you want to bring in the guy and trade off the vets and, you know, scrap the player development and go win now? Or, you know, is it happening as quickly as you would like? So, yeah, I mean, it's the front office is going to have their job cut out for them if they really thinking about bringing back Harden. Teach Zilla says he would hopefully answer the point guard question. Yeah, like Brandon said, he'll come in and fix us the point guard for like the next 2 to 3 years. So, yeah, I mean, that's one of the upsides. No doubt. Here we go. King says, I don't know why, but I'm sure that Sengun is the first one who will get traded after Harden comes back. Yeah, man, like I was saying, I don't see too much of what Sengun would do. Big B, what you think about Sengun? I don't know if you elaborated that on that part yet.
Okay, so the Sengun thing, I mean, look, I mean, it depends on what you're trying to get for him, what you can get back for him, right? If you can't get much back for him, then I would definitely just let him run that backup center, or just come off the bench. I mean, and because you're the guy that can handle the ball and you can run the offense and play inside out off the bench, and you put shooters around him on the bench. I mean, I think you'd still keep him, and he could still have a nice role, not a major role, because he's not going to be a starting center, but he could still get 25 minutes and you know, give you 15 points and 8 rebounds. I mean, I don't think there's nothing wrong with that for 3 years with Harden. I mean, like, we're not signing Harden to some baseball contract here. You know what I'm saying? So, like, you can't think of, oh well, we got to trade Sengun because we're getting Harden. How old is Sengun? How old is Harden? So you got to put things in the grander scheme of things again.
Yeah, I hear you. Maybe, but the thing is, one thing that probably will clearly be defined is the roles once Harden get here. I don't think it'll be much blurring in the roles. I think everybody will kind of immediately find out where they got to go in the pecking order. Like, I think he'll kind of fix that in a sense, to where he'll make sure whoever is the most important guys will get the ball. Cause we seen, like you said, he's deferred to Maxey, he's deferred to Joel Embiid, he's deferred, like he's been deferring. So I expect that version of Harden to come back here. Hopefully he ain't coming back here to try to regain his unguardable tour and relive old memories and thinking he can be like that. So, we will see. We will see pretty soon. Isaac Burton says Harden, Green, Smith, and Wemby. On the bench is Turner, Tata, KPJ, KJ, Eason, Sengun on the bench. Tate, Garuba, Boban, Darius Days, I guess third string. Harden, Green, Smith, and Wemby. You know how much luck we're gonna have to get Wemby? And if we get Harden, like we were saying, I think that this pick probably get moved if we looking for another legit star. I think if we looking for another legit star, we gotta move this pick this year, because the generation of talent and that's in this draft, and I think this the highest pick that we got. I mean, you know, the most valuable pick that we have right now, because these guys that's coming out is tangible pretty soon. In 7-8 months, they're gonna be tangible on somebody's squad. So Do we just hold out for Scoot, or do we actually bring in Harden? What do you feel about that, B?
Well, there we go. That was while you were talking about that, I was just thinking the same thing. Now, are we now? How does it go again? So the NBA draft and the free agency in the summer.
Mm-hmm.
So if we draft Scoot, obviously it's like I'm gonna have to pass on you, Harden. What you gonna take? You gonna take 3 years, 75 now, or what? You know what I mean? So again, how does that work? Is the free agency first or the
No, we
the the
get the
draft? I
the
forgot.
draft. No, you know what? No, the free agency come first, I believe. I believe the free agency come first. No, it's the draft then free agency. It's the draft then free agency. So if we draft Scoot, this Harden nonsense is probably out of there. But like Buddy
There we
said, if we draft Wemby, like Isaac said, if we draft Wemby, then it's more of a clear cut. Then we can still get Harden.
No, exactly. So if we get Scoot, then yeah, I'm not gonna be all in favor of getting Harden. But here's the thing: eventually, we still need to get a free agent, and that's facts. It's just part of the rebuild. Frank
But
breaks it down so
usually,
many times. You gotta get a free agent at some point.
yeah, but usually the free agent you get is usually like a prime free agent, like somebody in that prime, and usually guys that's really worth trading usually don't hit free agency. Usually they sign them back and we do like a sign and a trade or something. They usually try to get something back for that guy. You know what I mean? So I don't think the second star will come out of free agency. I think we're gonna have to trade for him. I think we really gonna have to. We sitting on all this capital and his assets and his money and stuff. We gonna have to use them eventually. We gonna have to use them. So
Yeah, no doubt, no doubt. Like we talked about the other day. I mean, you can't just develop your draft picks. You can't just keep drafting and developing.
right,
Eventually, you gotta get something back for it. Because, like I heard you say earlier, I mean, what do you think? Every draft pick, every top 5 draft pick we get is going to be Hall of Famer. Like that's just not going to happen.
yeah,
So you want to get back what you can because other teams are going to think that player is, oh man, so much upside. He will be a Hall of Famer. And then you want to get back assets for that.
facts. I'm gonna go ahead and be wrapping up in a minute, man. I've been going on about almost 3 hours right now. My battery is about to die on me. But let me run through a couple of more of these comments real quick. Let's see. King says, "What if we don't get Scoot or Wimby?" Yeah, let's get Harden then. I ain't got no problem with that. Goyo Falcone says Scoot all day over Harden. Okay, how do you know that though? We don't know what Scoot is gonna be yet. Harden at least was an MVP in the league. He's proven. So I don't know about Scoot over Harden. Maybe just preferably like that's who you want. I hear you. Kurt Yang says even if we don't get Scoot, we don't need Harden. I'm sure there will be a second season table setter point guard out there this summer. We did go over the things, Kurt. I don't know if you've seen it, but it's not too many. Not too many. Faded Opinion says trade for Aiden and sign Jeremy Grant with Harden. Who you willing to give up Faded Opinion for Aiden? Aiden just signed a nice contract. That's I hear you. But who you we're gonna have to give up some money and assets to get Aiden right now. What you think about Aiden, Big B, before we go?
Nah, I ain't giving up nothing for him. The contract's too big now. And I understood why he held out and what who is he gonna get traded to again? I forgot. And then he ended up staying with the Suns. I mean, no, I just can't do it. I can't. I mean, because they're going to be asking for too much because of the money he got. So, I mean, if you're talking about centers, no, we can go around the league and look up other centers that make less money. We can trade for and still be just as good as Aiden. I mean, maybe a little bit a little bit under him, but not too much far to where it hurts us that much trading wise.
I hear you. I hear you. I think just right now we have to give up a lot for Aiton. Kurt Young says Conley, Brogdon, Schroeder, and etc. I'm sure there will be a ton of these types of non-ball dominant point guard free agents out there this summer. I had went over the list earlier, Kurt. Um, you can go back and rewatch the stream, and you can check them out yourself. Right now, I don't have time because my battery is about to die. I'm trying to wrap this up real quick. Jehovah Sins says no to Aiton. Joe Blue says Pacers was trying to get Aiton. Okay, it was Pacers trying to get Aiton. All right, all right. Well, we're going to go ahead and get ready to wrap this up. Like always, man, appreciate all of y'all for coming out and joining us over here at the Chop Shop. Appreciate all our panel that came up to speak. My boy Big Brandon, Sigga Miggs, and my boy Sheezy, straight out of North Carolina. Appreciate all three of y'all for coming up. We will be going, like always, on schedule with the Rockets, and join us when I think we play again Tuesday. I believe Tuesday was the next time we play again. So come right back here, chop it up with us like always. Hit up the merch store. We do have the merch in the description. Oh, we play tomorrow? Okay, yeah. Okay, well then we'll be here tomorrow and hollering at you. Hit up the memberships, and the link is in the description as well. Yo, yeah, we play the Bulls tomorrow. Okay.
Hey, Merry Christmas, CSG.
For sure. Merry Christmas to the CSG Chop Shop gang. Everybody over here. That's out to my boy Johnny Johnson. The fifth came up with that CSG. Appreciate everybody for coming out and joining us. Y'all have a lovely Christmas. I hope everybody got everything that they want. Oh, wait. I can't read. It's 11:41. Thought it was 12:41. All right, chat, man. Y'all appreciate everybody, man. Just wanted to holler at everybody for Christmas, man. Hopefully y'all all got what y'all wanted for Christmas. Hoping y'all family is snug and tight and out of this cold weather. We'll be right back here tomorrow, man. Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Feliz Navidad. I don't know, however you want to say it, bro. Appreciate y'all for coming by, man. And thank you, Big B. We'll get with you tomorrow, man. We're going to go ahead and wrap it up. Let's go, Houston Rockets.